This is awesome, Kimball said, louder than he should have. Yeah, look at this stuff, Hiyari said in closer to a whisper. Stun grenades, torch grenades. She was adjusting them, trying to stop them from bumping against each other with the rocking of the boat. All right, eyes ahead, Anya sighed. First mission. She's not going to mess it up. The trio of Blittle Leaguers in their little boat rowed on, approaching the large silhouette on the Mystic River. Intel from the office said abandoned, which is almost as strange as the fact that it appeared rather suddenly that morning out of a fog bank. But they have to be prepared for anything. And anything was waiting for them. As they approached the vessel, about 80 feet long and shrouded in the evening darkness, with a metal hull and a big smokestack in the middle, they saw movement on the deck and heard a voice. Hey there, kiddos. Off limits. Anya stood up, a difficult challenge in the rowboat. By order of Blittle League and the Office of Tactical Intervention and Bake-at-Home Pizza Kit Sales, we need to search this vessel. Sorry, no can do. Jurisdictional issue. The figure talking was little more than a shadow, but Anya suspected she was a teenager. Maybe a cool one. This is Medford. Blittle League business, Anya replied, reaching for a flashlight. The figure on the boat didn't seem concerned, but did say, Don't turn it on. No need to alert the neighbors. As Anya flipped the switch, there was a noise and smoky burst of light from the ship, coinciding precisely with the flashlight in her hand exploding into pieces. Anya and Kimball reached for weapons. No, the figure responded. Now you're escalating things. She trailed off, as if losing herself in thought. On the rowboat, Hiyari's neck stiffened. I don't know what's happening, she blurted out, terrified, as she started pulling pins on her stun grenades. Somerville High School.
And then what? No, and then what? And then what?
The four of you are chatting with Slam Seismic outside, playing a more or less continuous game of Would You Rather that started on the ride back from Chincoteague. Okay. Would you rather be able to perfectly water any plant or perfectly salt any vegetarian side dish?
Oh, vegetarian side dish? Ugh.
Has to be vegetarian.
Yeah.
If there's meat in it, you don't know the salt content.
I feel like I always kill like a lot of things, mostly plants. I kind of like want to perfectly water a plant. That sounds good. Sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Zlobs,
All
eat
right.
more vegetables.
I'll eat it when I'm dead.
Oh my god.
I'm also going to go with plants because you never know if you water them perfectly, if they might gain sentience. And then you have a new friend.
Remember that happened to
never
us,
know.
Mindy?
What?
Remember what happened to us when there was that tree, the giant tree?
Of course I do.
We had to get the bouquet. Wait, are you sure? Wait, hold on. I checked Mindy to see if she's a copy.
I'm not a copy.
Okay.
I remember everything we've ever done.
Oh, thank God.
And I would pick vegetarian side dish.
Nah, no one's surprised.
What? I like vegetables, Zlobs. And maybe if you learned to like vegetables too, then you would like vegetables. And
I put a ball of Sour Patch Kids like that's been like compressed into a ball and just put it all in my mouth. While maintaining direct eye contact with Mindy.
Ugh. Awful.
Yeah, it goes down smooth. Anybody else would at least squint, but not Zlobs. Zlobs has both the fortitude and the coolness to bite into that like it's a hand fruit.
Gives me a shiver just watching it.
Would you rather
Wait, Morgan, what did you?
Oh, Morgan didn't answer. Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was obvious. I was gonna salt any vegetarian side dish. How cool would that be if I could just walk up to any particular table and carry the exact amount of salt and just throw it into their food and be like, "You're welcome," and leave.
Oh, like a salt angel. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you could probably cook it perfectly too.
I could. I've been learning how to cook lately.
Oh, I meant with your electric powers, but
Oh,
you've been
no,
learning
it
how to
doesn't-
like really cook.
Yeah, electric powers doesn't actually work very well for cooking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Slam has a like a good but not too obnoxious smile on her face, because one of the kind of unspoken rules of Would You Rather is if you ask the group a Would You Rather and there are good points on either side, then it was a good Would You Rather, because it like walks the line. So that's something you kind of sorted out as you were driving up the East Coast. Is there were a lot of, like, in the early days, would you rather have $1 million or get punched? And it's like, oh, no, wait. And eventually
Why am I
it
being
got
called
to a
out?
point where
She calibrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like most of Zlobs have been like immediately answerable.
the first 20 or 30 were very cut and dry.
At one point, I asked whether you'd rather always take a right turn or always take a left turn. And so we added a lot of hours onto the trip because we practiced in the car with both.
Yeah. Right turn one, but just. And you lost half a day in Northern Virginia figuring that out.
I thought it was fun. There was a lot of
Waiting for those left exits.
there was a lot of donuts.
What a
But yeah, the conversation continues as you all head in.
As a team.
You go through the big front doors and take a moment to just watch the hustle and bustle of pre-period one activity in the hall. Lisa Lemonwedge is at her post doing some sort of math in her head. Marcus Snaggins runs by off to junior high after an early morning meeting with some of the John Smiths. Andrew Ababio enters a side door heading directly towards the locker room, covered in a mix of dirt, oil, and non-human blood. So, a Tuesday.
Nah.
But, Morgan, something catches your eye. Flyers for class president. You could tell because of the paper they're printed on, which is the only paper that you're allowed to print flyers on for school elections. Certain size, certain weight, certain density. Everyone gets a few, nice and even. But instead of any campaign promises or anything like that, there's just a simple phrase. Arno has a surprise for you.
Arno.
There's
What
one
kind of
on either
campaign?
side of the hallway.
What's
What's that?
Campaign? I said, what kind of campaign promise is that?
Oh, it's a good one. I want to
Yeah.
know.
mysteries
I really
they
want
sell.
to know.
Mysteries drive people crazy, Morgan.
He's a god dang genius.
Oh my god.
Morgan, that's it. We just have to make you the bigger mystery.
Yeah.
Mathers.
Alright.
I want to
We-
stand
we-
on principle.
But we're gonna put you in a mascot costume, and people are gonna have to guess your identity.
Morgan, do you want to win or do you want to stand on principle? Sometimes they don't go together.
Yeah, would you? That's a great. Would you rather?
Once you get would you rather win or would you rather stand on principle?
No, it's just one of those easy ones. Just win.
I would rather win.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can't really stand on principle if I don't win. What do you suppose I do? I can't stand on principle if I don't win. All right, my principles have no meaning if I
Oh
don't
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Wax Slobs is standing behind all of you.
win. Wax subs.
He's holding a plate with like a 3-egg omelet from the cafeteria, despite the fact that he cannot and does not eat.
Ugh, I hate this guy.
That's me.
Mathers, be sensitive.
Yeah.
What? What?
He's a gentleman
friend.
and me.
I didn't
Those
say
are
it
two good
to
things.
him. You can be friends with him. I can personally hate him.
Wow.
I don't hate him on principle, so there's no conflict of interest. You can like him all
But
you
he's
want.
right there. That's kind of mean.
Maybe the two of you need to spend a day together.
Yeah.
No. Don't make me spend a day with him.
Would you rather be nice to Wax Zlobs or spend a day with Wax Zlobs and hate him?
I can be nice to him and hate him. That's a false equivalency. I can do both. Watch
You're
this.
sitting at my lunch table today. And then he leaves.
What? Oh. Great. Now I have to eat lunch with him.
It means you get double lunch, Mindy.
I
want-
want
He gives anybody at his lunch table his lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
Really nice.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
looks
wait.
at it for a while. He interacts with it. Then eventually gives it away.
He has a good time with it.
He has
Gives
a
it to
great
you
time
already.
with it.
He gives it to you already all cut up like you're a baby and he's your mom.
And it's all cut up the way Zlobs would cut it up too. A lot of irregular shapes.
A lot of irregular shapes.
I want life to be a mystery and an
Yeah,
adventure. just like every
tremendous
meal.
variability in size. So yeah, Mindy, you have that to look forward to.
Oh,
Okay, so I want one of you to roll 2d6 plus sharp. Whoever's feeling lucky.
I'm feeling pretty lucky today.
All right.
We should have a count for that.
Oh.
Particular question. Would you rather roll?
Well, okay, it is a 6.
Oh no!
Okay, failure.
Oh no!
that's a bad roll.
So you're going to get information, but it's bad.
Okay.
Darby, you're kind of reading the hall a little bit. Like you all, a lot of your classes are together, but some of them are different. So Darby, you're heading off to your class and just doing your best to kind of listen in. And there are multiple conversations happening in the hallway of a busy magnet school, but any of the conversations you hear that specifically refer to class president or school president, it seems like public opinion is starting to drift away from Morgan. Due maybe to these posters.
Yeah.
And again, they were not up last week. These things are new as of today. So, you're not sure if it's like a flash in the pan kind of thing, or if Arno has something else, in mind that actually could follow through on this. Because best you could tell, like Morgan, who is a freshman, and Arno, who is a senior, are kind of running neck and neck after what they did in the Fictitious Government Society and all of that. Like, they're pretty close. It's kind of a coin flip, but now it seems like Arno might be kind of getting ahead based on these posters.
Morgan,
I'm
we need a conference.
Morgan. Wait, can I be a part of the conference?
Sure. All right, everyone into this locker.
Am I nearby? I think I was walking to class. So I'm just gonna quickly, just while I'm pretend I'm talking to someone, and I recently learned that all press is good press, and so I'm just gonna say to no one, wow, I wonder if Arno's gonna expose Morgan Woodstock's mysterious past.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
All right.
Oh no!
Give me a 2d6. Give me a 2d6 plus charm roll.
No!
I'm gonna give you a +1 because that's just fantastic.
Oh,
Bridget, no.
nailed it right.
Bridget.
Bridget, what did you get? No. Natural 2.
It was with the plus. Yeah,
An
+1 -2.
unnatural 2.
I rolled a 1 and a 2. Oh my gosh.
Was this what it feels like, Zlobs,
Natural.
when Mathers
Yes.
roots around?
Yep.
What?
Sure does.
Wait, when Mathers what?
Roots around in your mind, rolls a 2, then ruins your past.
Oh.
You really thought it
So
was a good
I thought.
idea.
I only did that like
That's
3
what, that's what
times.
Mindy says every time.
Mysterious past. Oh, I wonder if it. And you just kind of casually say it.
Yeah.
It's like an echo. It's like a cut to like every room. Mysterious past. That'll.
And you say it to a couple of, like, as you pass a couple of bemused sophomores, and also Donatella da Vinci.
Oh no.
Oh God.
She's ruthless.
Raises an eyebrow and takes out a phone.
Oh.
Ugh.
Anyway,
It's
in the
working.
locker meeting,
In the locker. Okay. Morgan, first off, how are you feeling? This is rough. This is hard. How are you feeling?
Mathers, what?
I'd like to bring something to the floor.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
I'm wondering, Morgan, if you are now ready to unleash the Mindy.
No.
Yeah,
Are you talking about...
Will you approve psychological warfare in this election?
Mathers, that is absolutely never going to happen.
Morgan, let me help. Morgan, I have really good ideas. Let me help.
Morgan, I agree with you. It's very dangerous. But I
Oh.
propose one. No. It's a compromise. We're compromising here. Hold on. I'm sorry. Can you get your elbow out of my liver?
Sorry.
Okay. Not my kidney.
Oh, it's a small locker.
I know. Okay. Thank you. So I think the best thing we can do, because of this surprise thing, like I'm on board. Like if you asked me to vote right now, I would vote for Arno. Sorry. We have to expose what the secret is before
Yes.
he can. And we might need Mindy for that.
Yes, Morgan. My
Mama,
two options are finding out the secret from Arno and revealing it to the school, or psychologically tormenting the entire student population so that they forget they have.
Mindy.
What?
All right,
See,
I
it's always a
suppose-
slippery slope.
I suppose
Morgan,
if it's down to those only two of those, if it's only between those two options,
Morgan.
You haven't even let me finish the second one.
Does it get better?
Psychologically torment the entire student body until they forget that they ever had any respect for Arno.
Yeah, it didn't get better. Morgan, there's more than two options. It's up to you. This is your choice.
okay. Mathers,
Yes, Morgan.
there's no way that I can be the best class president if Arno wins based off of some mystery. And I think it's only fair that we give the class of the Somerville Magnet School
Yes.
the truth.
The ends justify the means.
Don't say it like that.
Oh, no.
Mathers. Ugh.
This will be good for the school. This is for the good of the school, Morgan.
This is for-
It's not just for power. It's not just for the power of the school residing within our very own friend group.
What?
Think a hall monitor, an umpire, the class president, all in one little friend group, plus also the person who's in charge of writing the spring play.
Oh, speaking of, I think I see a brass wing. Darby, get in here.
Okay.
You're gonna need a running start.
Okay. Squeeze out, go all the way down the hall, and then just
All right, make sure you aim for
Run.
me.
straight at Zlobs. Just like a falcon, run right into him.
This hurts.
Okay, I made it in.
Okay, so we're in agreement.
What are we in agreement about?
I'm gonna
gonna-
find out Arno's secret.
Oh, I already kind of took care of it, but yeah, we can do
Wait,
that
what?
too.
You took care of it. What was the secret?
Well, I just got all of the I just, spread some little hints about what the surprise might be, but included Morgan's name so that people would be talking about her instead of about Arno. Because
That's
really
a
just
great
about who
idea.
they're talking about.
Oh,
You.
okay.
So
Diffuse the surprise.
you might have a mysterious past that
Wait,
you
what?
have to reveal, Morgan, but that's fine.
I don't.
Wait, a
Ah.
mysterious past?
Yeah, Morgan's pretty plain. Sorry.
I'm pretty plain Jane. I'm afraid it's going to be a lot of build up for nothing.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Darby.
You gotta get
we
something.
need your writing skill. We need you to write Morgan an interesting and sorted past.
Backstory.
No, that's lying.
I get to craft your
Perfect.
backstory.
Okay, Darby, you start writing the backstory. I'm gonna go off to find the secret.
Okay, if you need anything, please coordinate with me.
Joey, I do. I mean, Zlobs.
Joey? Who's Joey?
I don't know.
Joey's a little air
Is there not-
freshener that's hanging in the locker.
Oh,
Sorry,
Joey, yeah.
I was reading that by accident. I meant to say your name. Zlobs, I need your help.
Of course, yeah. I'm be helping everyone.
Let's go. I kick open the locker and yell, "Unleash the Mindy!"
We all,
And the two of you take off like a shot down the hallway.
Yes.
Just gonna slowly close the locker door and sit there for a minute.
Yeah,
smart.
just processing. All right. So here's how this is going to work. Darby, we need you to write a 1-sentence backstory for Morgan. And be very precise with it. A 1-sentence backstory that you hope in an ideal world is the thing that everyone at the high school accepts as canon truth. You don't have to do it right now. You're going to have a couple of minutes, but 1 sentence. Morgan, over the course of your morning, your well, I want you to give me a 2d6 plus sharp. Because now you're trying to get a sense of kind of what wheels are in motion here.
That's a 5.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Arno runs
You know
a
what I'm
good
gonna
campaign.
do? I'm gonna do something I think even worse than bad information. You don't know. Like, no one's willing to talk to you about what they're feeling in terms of the election. This is not a thing you're used to. Not that people are like avoiding you. Some people are. Like some people that you're not super close with, if you walk up to them with a "hey, I'm about to talk to you" kind of energy, they literally do the like, "Oh, is my phone ringing? Oh, I gotta read a book real quick." Other people that you trust, of which there are dozens, if not hundreds, you ask a few like, "Hey, what's the temperature? Hey, could we talk about your concerns? I'd love to read the constituent base." And there's a lot of like surface level pleasantries and, "Hey, how was your weekend?" and "Hey, what are you having for lunch today?" But no one is willing to touch the election. And you have no idea why.
Can I just say, this sniffs of magic.
Yeah, you're... Mindy and Zlobs, you're kind of walking down the hallway, preparing for the exact right moment to unleash the Mindy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you think. It's like, yeah, there might be some magic involved in this. Do one of you, either Zlobs or Mindy, want to figure that out somehow? Try to determine if Arno is engaged in any kind of magic or something like that to affect people's minds?
Let's confront Arno.
Confront?
Yeah.
You mean confront like talking, like face to face?
As in release the Mindy.
Oh, okay. Put me in a closet.
Okay, I pick you up. This one?
Sure.
Okay.
I need you to make sure nobody interrupts.
Gotcha. So, Zlobs, give me a 2d6 plus cool to kind of find the right room, get Mindy into the right closet, so that you can kind of intercept Arno on your terms.
10.
Perfect. Okay, so Arno the player is currently. Let me get back to the map of the school here. I'll tell you exactly
have a map?
where he is.
I want a map. Share this map.
Oh no, it's full of secrets.
Wait, don't I have a map?
You have a map, yeah.
Okay. Good.
So yeah, he is. You get to the Lyceum, floor 2, social studies wing. That's the headquarters of the fictitious government society. Half of Arno the player's class periods are independent study somehow. So he spends a lot of time up here. He's more or less taking a fairly constant string of meetings with individual students. Like literally, as you both walk in, you kind of hide in the crowd, and Zlobs, you get Mindy into like an appropriately placed closet.
Mhm.
But literally, there's like a printed sign up on school election paper that says, Arno's listening tour, and you could schedule like 10-minute blocks of time to talk to him. Like, it's really good kind of retail politics. He's shaking hands and doing all of these things. So you find him. He's kind of taken over the Lyceum for this. So he's, sitting like very casually wearing a pair of slacks in like the first floor, the first row of seats of this kind of amphitheater looking room. Just people coming and going and talking. There are juice boxes.
Juice boxes.
Yeah, they're really good too. He must have brought them from home.
Play the game.
He does. So yeah, you're able to get Mindy into position. So, yeah, like you end up kind of sort of inadvertently cutting the line as you're like cutting across, and he looks, Severus, hey,
Please call me Zlobs.
Zlobs it is. Looks like my next person hasn't gotten here yet, which means I've got a free 9.5 minutes. You want to sit?
Sure. I go over it, put my name on the sheet. On this block.
Right on time.
Yeah, so how's it going?
Good. He hands you a juice box.
Oh, cherry. Good taste.
Mm-hmm. Good. We're moving right along. How's your campaign going with Morgan?
Oh, swimmingly. It's really really good. Really, hitting the roots, pulling the grass, shaking the hands.
Yeah, that's all the stuff you have to do. I tell you, it's not just your platform, because Morgan's platform and my platform, very, very similar. She's got great ideas. I think I've got great ideas too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What idea do I not have that you want me to have?
I did. Oh, well, I feel like sometimes people can get really siloed in between different organizations, and I feel like it becomes like a big rat race between everyone. And sometimes I just want people to just kind of work together and be more. I'm a Somerville high schooler versus I'm a freshman. I'm a whatever.
He writes all of this down on a big clipboard full of paper in very good penmanship, considering how fast he's writing. Yeah, he kind of ponders it a little bit, and he kind of says, well, yeah, that's the proposed greenhouse initiative, the Somerville greenhouse initiative, which I think is a fantastic idea. Why build walls when you can build bridges? That is a saying that's as old as time itself.
What is a bridge but a horizontal wall? You're putting the same effort
that
into
down.
It. Yeah.
That's absolutely perfect. But hey, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I'm curious. Politics aside.
Sure.
What was it like being on traveling team?
Zlobs has a far off stare for a while. Well, it was fun at first. You get to go to a lot of places. You get to do a lot of things. You get to make a difference in a way. You get to, be scared. You get to be threatened to like, am I going to come back? No, the answer is ultimately yes for most of us. And it was good. I felt like I achieved something, that I reached a certain level. That felt really nice until my last mission. And then I felt like everything kind of went downhill after that. So it was like a juice box where it tastes good almost all the way down. And then you find out there was a bunch of ants at the bottom, and you just drank a bunch of ants. And they're crawling around you, and they feel like sometimes when you're not thinking about it, you can feel them crawling around in your mind. And
Can I send a mental message to Zlobs?
Yeah, you've open frequency.
There's currently ants everywhere in his brain.
Zlobs.
What? Yeah.
All I can feel is your fear right now. Whatever you're talking about, can you talk about something else?
Oh yeah, haven't you started?
I'm trying. I can't see anything. Get him thinking about the surprise. It's way at the back of his mind right now.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, thank you. Anyway, so it's just there, repressed, and I want it out. Kind of like secrets and surprises.
I asked because I was curious. I was never on the traveling team myself. But I was thinking there are so many people here that were on the traveling team that have seen more of New England than the rest of the school. I was hoping to maybe put together a kind of a student-led, maybe once a month brown bag lunch kind of thing where we could hear about New England from people who have really toured it on missions. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
In exchange for your secret.
What secret?
Your surprise. I bought a campaign poster.
Oh. Well, if I tell you, it's not going to be much of a surprise, right?
I mean, I probably know at least some of it already. I'm a campaign operative. Like we can take off our hats all we want, Arno. But sometimes there's certain hats you can't take off.
Well, it's very profound.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mindy, you kind of feel him thinking about it on the surface level. So you can give me let's see here. This is going to be, this is 2d6 plus weird. And tell me what you get.
Here we go. 6.
Oh my God. Arno, is this your traveling team? This presidency? This is why you want it so bad?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to think I contributed to Blittle League quite a bit as a player. I would have liked to have joined the traveling team. I was just never asked. I'm on varsity here, so I feel like I'm back in the game again. No, I think I just want to be president because there are enough ideas in my head that I think would do good, that I want to be in a position to at least try them out. Mindy, with a 6, your choice. No news at all or bad news?
No news at all? I mean, well, learn nothing, all that, and to learn nothing?
Another would you rather?
You know what? Better for the devil I know. Better for it to be a devil and for me to know it.
Cheese devil?
Bad news and I know it.
What you don't know is when this surprise is, where it's going to be, what it represents. But what you do get, so kind of swimming around in Arno's mind is really, it's like eating unseasoned oatmeal. Arno the player is the most human being you've probably ever read the mind of. He's like a piece of untoasted bread. Kind of smart, nice, incredible athlete, but has no magical acumen, no real secrets bouncing around. Like, it's kind of hard because it's like trying to do like a maze on a piece of paper, but there are no turns or anything. So it's almost like too easy to drive around. So the sense you get is you can't pinpoint what exactly the secret is. But what you do get a sense of is that Arno is 100% certain that if things go according to plan, he's going to win the election and there's literally nothing Morgan can do. So the bad news is this. If this surprise comes to pass with no interference, there is nothing that Morgan will be able to do to win the election. So this is kind of like an end game situation.
And there's no way that Ugh, and I haven't even found out what the surprise is, so how are we going to interfere with it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I mental message Zlobs.
Hmm?
Abort.
Okay. Well, this is actually really nice. And ATP, you're a good one. I shake his hand. Good luck.
Good firm handshake.
Good luck
So
out there.
yeah, he gives you a juice pack to go, and yeah, sure enough, the next person on the schedule steps in, and as like before you even leave the room, the two of them are laughing and all that. You
Wow. I never see Susie Chen so quick to laugh.
Yeah. Susie Chen gets an Arno gets an honest to goodness laugh out of Susie Chen. Within 30 seconds of them sitting down.
I open up the closet door and I hand Mindy a juice box. All good?
Thanks.
Let's report to the boss.
So the four of you, get together. Well, I should say the five of you, because it's lunchtime. Zlobs, Darby, and Morgan, the three of you sit down. Mindy, you're about to sit down with them to debrief when the next table over, Wax Zlobs waves a hand. Right here, I saved you a seat.
Oh, don't worry, Mindy. We all can move with you. And I.
No. You have campaign business. I'll entertain Mindy in the meantime. Good news, it's enchilada day. And he has cut up enchiladas into a non-Euclidean pile of tortilla chunks and bits of shredded veggies, and big smile on his nearly Zlobs-like face.
We'll see you soon, Mathers.
Good
I
luck.
sit down with Wax Zlobs.
So, reading people's mind, huh? What's that been like?
It's good, I like doing it. So,
Cool.
being made of wax, do you have to sleep?
No,
No eating?
I can drink though.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he has a cup that he brought with him from home. It's very gross. It's a cup with like a divider, and he kind of drinks from one end and sloshes it around, and then kind of spits it out on the other side.
Oh, that's
And then when he's on, he just turns it.
Anyway, he's done. He flips it.
That's really cool. So
Oh.
WZ, why did you want to eat lunch together today? Just
Well, because I guess I just wanted you to get to know me a little bit more. And I suppose some of it is, I guess, out of selfishness. Because up until, 3 years ago, I have a really long set of memories of us being best friends. And now, I don't have that. And instead, I think you hate me. So I just wanted to say that even though I'm not Zlobs, we have a lot in common, and I still want, even if you don't want to be my friend, I'm still always rooting for you.
well, I guess I never thought about it that way. I didn't really.
Well,
see
you're
it
busy
from
doing
that.
important stuff.
Listen, WZ.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, you are correct that I hate you. But if it makes you feel any better, it's not because of anything you did. it's just, you see, the way that I get to know people is by, reading their mind and absorbing their thoughts and knowing their secrets. And I can't do that with you. So I find you a bit, well, it can be kind of jarring to be around someone who behaves like my friend Zlobs, rather unpredictably, if you will, and not be able to see any of it coming or sense any of it from the mind reading. So it's really not your fault, and I'm sorry. It must be difficult to have a memory of a friend and then be zapped by a wax machine and then find out they hate you.
Well, I suppose I've made peace with it somehow, But, well, how about this? I feel like if you're anything now like you were a few years ago, your kind of radar is always up. You're always kind of getting information, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there's ever a time where you don't want that, where you want to turn the radar off for a few minutes, well, here's my schedule. And he hands over a copy of his class schedule. I will be in those places at those times. That's why it's a schedule, because it's accurate.
Well, that sounds kind of nice. And, maybe I could, once in a while when we're talking, I could ask you a question like, what do you think?
And I could tell you instead of you just knowing right away.
You could tell me out loud so that I know what you're thinking.
Oh, I could totally do that.
That would be helpful.
My mind is an open book.
And if you're anything like Zlobs, then you're a very honest person. So then I just have to maybe ask you more often what you're thinking.
Yeah, try it out if you want.
Okay. What secrets are you harboring?
Oh, quite a few. Let's see.
Oh, she would love Wax Love because he gets so many secrets.
Yeah, well, that abandoned supermarket right on Highland Avenue?
Yeah. Do you mind if I write this down?
Yeah, oh sure, yeah. Well, because it's all tied up with local paperwork, I moved in. And that is my whole house.
He lives in the still our market.
Yeah.
There's still food on the shelf, and I don't even need to eat it because I don't eat.
Right. Wow. I won't tell anyone.
Oh, please don't, or else they'd kick me out. I'd need to find a new house.
I won't tell anybody. I'm just going to write it down and keep it in my secret book. And WZ.
Yeah.
I think with both of these things, getting used to them, I think that I can really start to not hate you.
Oh, that sounds great.
This is a very successful lunch.
Mm-hmm. And he slides over his hacked apart enchiladas for you to enjoy.
Thank you.
Switch to the other table.
So what's the report?
He's good. He's really good.
Like at campaigning or
Everything. He's good at everything. If this secret goes off, it's a surprise. I'm telling it to you straight, Borg.
What is the secret?
You can't win. I don't know. We don't know. We couldn't get it. I unleashed a Mindy. It didn't work.
Okay.
I feel
Mindy
like I'm a
couldn't even get
failure.
it? Get the secret?
No, it was right there. It was the easiest shot. It's like when you're like a sniper and you're like, oh, I need to go hit this barn, and the barn's not even moving, and then you shoot, and then you somehow hit yourself in the foot.
All right.
In there.
Oh, Darcy, did you write an interesting backstory?
Oh, yeah. Okay, here. This is the headline. Morgan Woodstock won her magical powers at the age of 4 when using only her advanced oratorical skills. She defeated the most powerful witch on the eastern seaboard when that witch was attacking her family. It shows that you're powerful, you care, you're a protector, and you are good with words.
Oh, Darcy, I feel like this is the same as some fiction I've read before.
What?
I defeated a powerful wizard.
A witch.
A witch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got powers.
Yeah, so like you weren't born with them, even though you come from a magical family.
Okay.
Yeah, it shows
And you have
scrappy.
not to like bring
straps.
Charlie into this, but you have like a dead dad that then it's like also kind of like pulling on the sympathy.
Okay. Print it.
We can change it. You didn't give me a lot of time, Morgan.
All right, you're fair.
It's got to be believable
And juicy.
and juicy.
Like a real smoothie.
I don't know about fictionalized stories, but I gotta defeat Arno somehow. All right, I trust you.
I hand Darby the remaining stack of like the election paper allotted from the school. Use it well.
So here's how this is going to work. We're going to make essentially a rumoring roll.
Is this a vibes check?
This is a vibes check.
It's been so long since we had a vibes check.
So essentially, you are going to kind of leverage the power of your office to influence the school. So let's see. The Literary Guild has a vibes of 0. So you are going to roll 2d6 plus 0. On a full success, the story that is shared is that Morgan is an incredible orator and won her powers by outspeaking a powerful witch. So, like, just an absolute kind of paragon of oratory brilliance. That's a full success. A partial success is only a piece of it is true. Only a piece of it is believed. I get to decide the piece.
Oh boy.
A failure means something else completely.
Okay.
So 2d6
Just don't fail.
plus 0. Tell me what you get.
7.
Okay. The part of the rumor that spreads is that at some point, Morgan defeated the most powerful witch on the East Coast.
It's pretty good.
I'll take it. Yeah, that's
It's a pretty good rumor. It doesn't necessarily have any impact on like the balance of who's interested. But this just gives Morgan kind of like a fearsome edge. So Morgan, actually, let's turn this into something for you. You will get a +1 to your next roll that involves you talking to someone in the school.
Okay.
So yeah, there's kind of this rumor floating around. It kind of overwhelmed whatever Donatella da Vinci was sharing with people. And so now kind of the talk of the school this afternoon is that, you know, Arno seems to be running away with this election. So actually, there are a few different things that are being talked about today. And since all of you are there, you don't have to roll for it. There are really 3 things. 1, Morgan's apparently a very dangerous witch. 2, Arno is now the clear presumptive favorite. And 3, something crazy happened on the Mystic River last night. And like there are people on like social media that are trying to figure it out, but like the whole area is kind of quarantined off somehow, and all of that. So there are all kinds of rumors churning about something going on the Mystic.
The Mystic River.
Yeah. So those are kind of the three big topics of conversation during Enchilada Day.
After school?
After school.
Solve a mystery after school?
Ooh, post-school mystery.
Yeah, I think so. And I'd like to go out to just any random student. Let's say Boomer Blitz of the previous Cambridge Carnations.
Yeah, let's pull up Boomer Blitz here.
Is that a character?
Yeah.
Boomer Blitz. Let's look at the
way.
notes.
Never heard of them.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
sure is.
Boomer Blitz.
Okay.
Former catcher, never speaks, but you could always understand him.
Communicates via sub-audible pulses, episode 35. I have no recollection of
What?
this.
Who is this?
Oh, and I'm sorry. There's another carnation. Toivo Swirly.
Oh,
Another
yeah.
one?
I remember Toivo.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember Toivo. That was a good chat name, I think.
Oh yeah, that was a good chat name.
What's this guy's name? Boomer?
Boomer.
Boomer Blitz.
I'm gonna pull out my phone, which is how I'm able to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Boomer, I have a question for you.
What's up?
eh,
So you can communicate back and forth through the phone,
Mhm.
or he could do something that's really jarring, which is kind of Morse code thoughts to you against your inner ear.
Yeah, I'll use that so I can be a little bit more secretive.
Oh, sure.
What's happening with the Mystic River? I feel like you would have heard something.
Yeah, all right. Morgan. Yeah, 2d6 plus charm. This is Oh,
7.
actually. Okay. Yeah, yeah, he tells you what he knows. There was Blittle League activity there last night. And apparently some kids got hurt.
Oh no. I remember what that's like. I'm sure you do too, Boomer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Also, what have people been saying about me?
2d6 plus charm. Would you like to add +1 from your fictitious government society character sheet advantage?
Yes.
All right, so 2d6 plus charm.
What about the
plus
other
one.
+1? Isn't that
Are you
+1?
wearing your brooch?
It doesn't matter. It was a 12, so a 13.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you leverage the power of contact and relying on someone that you don't talk to too much, but likes you and you like. Yeah, Boomer Blitz says this. Essentially that Morgan, you're not doing anything wrong, but Arno has this thing locked up. He essentially says it in a way to say, you really don't need to try anymore because there's nothing you can do. You got a 12 though. I should be able to give you something interesting here too. Yeah, Boomer Blitz. Yeah, I'm going to add him to. Yeah, he's in the Alliance for Student Activities as well. He's kind of a junior member. He is responsible for printing out flyers. One of the people responsible, and what he does share with you are is the copy for the flyers from Arno the player that are going out tomorrow, which say the following. Get there early, avoid the crowds.
Get where early?
Which crowds?
Okay.
Which crowds?
I'm gonna return to everybody. Mathers, O'Darcy, Zlobs. There might be some Little Leaguers hurt in the Mystic River. I'm down to go after class if you are.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and we can showcase how much of a powerful witch you are.
Do we know any current Blittle Leaguers? Current? Like
Oh, that's a good question.
any younger siblings or like people who don't age that stayed in Blittle League?
I mean, like
Or
a whole
people-
pile of those people, really. Let's see here.
Is Morgan's sibling in Little League?
Morgan's
too little.
sibling's a
They're like a
baby.
My question still stands.
Yeah, the baby is not like hyper intelligent or large enough yet to join Little League early.
What is name?
Sonny
Sonny.
Woodstock says boom a lot.
Says boom. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Boom.
I wanted to
I think
call them
that's Sonny's first
Boomy, and then I
word.
was like, that's not
Yeah.
his name. He just says boom.
Boom. Sonny's Zlobs' favorite.
Sunny. Yeah.
Let's see.
It has some magical powers.
Alex
Nicole
aged out
Orby's-
already, right?
Yes. Nicole Orby has a younger brother that plays for the Sunflowers.
Little Orby.
Yeah, Borby.
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 Borb Orby.
Borb.
Borb Orby.
Borb Orby.
That was definitely Nicole got to name it.
Yeah, like literally, like delivery room. Young Nicole is there.
Borb.
What do you want to name your younger brother? And she just shouted
All right.
out Borb.
Let's get Nicole. Can we find Nicole after class?
Yep, Nicole is in the let's see, where's Nicole? Let me consult my map.
Is somebody clicking on a map? I want a map. Mindy,
There's secrets on that map. I
share
bet.
your
a lot of
map.
secrets on the map.
I can't share the map. It's hall monitored property.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay.
I take being a hall monitor very seriously.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
too
sure you
seriously.
do.
Borb.
Borb.
Yeah, Nicole is in the, let's see, floor 1 theater wing costume room.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
All right. I find Nicole in the costume room. We all do.
Yep. Nicole is like, you open the door and there's an 8-foot tall werewolf in there.
Ah!
Like gray, big fangs dripping with blood.
Are you real?
And takes off the helmet. Nicole, real as I'll ever be. What's up?
I slowly put down the electric baseball.
Ah, fair.
Hey, Nicole. We were wondering, does your little sibling Borb have a cell phone?
It's funny you bring that up. He just got one. He argued like crazy with my parents.
Would you mind if you shared his number with us?
Oh, he's
We're
probably at
looking
practice right now.
What,
Probably at
Zlobs?
practice.
Never mind, Nicole. Enjoy your day. We'll find Borb at practice.
Okay, have fun.
Okay, see you later. Zlobs, you could have pointed that out to me before we went to find
You
Nicole.
didn't ask.
I said, let's go find Nicole. You could have said, we don't need to find Nicole. We can find
Why didn't
Borb
I
at
need to find
practice.
Nicole? Usually you read my mind, pick my. Oh, you stopped reading my mind.
No, I didn't. I didn't stop reading your mind.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. You're growing.
I didn't stop.
Oh, I hug Mindy.
I read Zlob's mind.
Let's go.
Ants. It's all
Ah,
ants.
it's full of slob stuff.
Ah! Okay, we go to Longstock Field.
Yep, and so you're there. It's nice to be back.
Mhm.
Yeah, afternoon practice just started. cool, crisp wind. Coach Martinez is running them through fielding drills, and you pull up in the parking lot and start walking over, and Coach Martinez turns to all of you, big smile on her face.
Hey, Coach.
Hello, Coach.
Coach.
We're here on high school business.
Oh my goodness, bring it on in.
Well, it's actually
Okay.
kind of Blittle League business, but
Oh, it's both. Okay. Is it super urgent?
unclear. We've been hearing rumors about Little Leaguers hurt on the Mystic. And
Okay.
so we were going to
that
come
does
consult.
seem. Gotcha. Understood. Well, I'm glad you're here. Do you have time for a pep talk first?
Oh my God, yes.
Of course.
Always.
Coach, always.
Okay. When I look at the four of you, I see four people that maximize their potential in Blittle League. And a lot of people stop right there. But for all of you, you continued to grow, you continued to change, you held on to the things that made you special, and you found new things to make you even more special. And I tell you, there's nothing better than being a Blittle League coach and seeing the people that you helped all those years ago continue to help themselves grow and get stronger. So you have made a Blittle League coach a very happy person today.
Oh,
I feel a lot of human joy right now.
oh,
Thank you,
you're so
Coach.
human.
Okay, so what can I help with here? The Mystic is partially our jurisdiction, but partially not. It depends on what side you're on.
Well, we're wondering if any Blittle Leaguers maybe observed any activity there last night.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Blows her whistle. Everybody comes in. Group of... They look... Kids. They're so young.
We were never this
One
young,
of them
right?
is intimidated, and I remember a long time ago when Zlobs, Darby, and Mathers were all intimidated.
Yeah. Because they came over to the side to see 4 teenagers,
Cool teenager.
all of whom won a Blittle League championship at the Garden a few years ago,
Well,
standing on their side like
basically.
a couple of
You gotta
kids
stay.
faint. Like Zlobs waves and 2 kids just faint.
If I had a nickel.
So yeah, you all kind of ask the group. So give me a one of you. This is probably a Morgan thing. 2d6 plus charm.
9.
All right. So you kind of ask, and the reason why it's a you thing is because you're just so popular. Like even these kids kind of know who you are. And so you kind of go in and ask, and with a 9,
I mean, +1, right? Because we're the perfect sunflowers.
And Coach just gave us a pep talk, so
Yeah,
don't
we're-
we all get +1
oh,
on our next
all right,
roll?
it's a 10. All right, it's a 10. It's a 10.
Yeah,
All
we're
right, full
pepped up.
success. Orby immediately raises his hand.
Oh, hey, Borb.
Hello.
Yep, that's Borb.
Very surprisingly, no one else does. Because if some crazy thing happened on the Mystic, you would think that the Sunflowers would have been involved investigating. But Borb's the only one that steps forward. And Coach Martinez looks at this, kind of sends the other kids back out into the field to practice. And, you head over to the, to the snack stand.
The
And,
carving stations, snacks, mixed
Yep,
Lotus
carving
Emporium.
station
Explodies
is there at
Emporium
Carving
Memorial.
Station. What's that?
A Mixplodies Emporium Memorial.
Yep,
Memorial
the Mixplodies Emporium. Carving station is there. Carving station's always there. Slices you all a nice piece of prime rib on a styrofoam plate. So you all sit on the bleachers right outside of that, and Borb's working on his prime rib, and what do you ask him?
Yeah. So, hey, kiddo, tell us what you know. What happened?
Oh, yeah, no problem. So, he takes a bite, and as he starts explaining what's going on, his words stop making sense. Yeah, well,
He's just saying
I
Borb.
went out. I went out because I was on patrol up in Borb, and with a Borb being what it is, I Borb.
What?
Borb?
Orb?
Borb?
Yeah.
Borb, what did you see on the Mystic?
Yeah, no, I've been up there.
Borb, Borb, were you about to tell us something you saw last night on the Mystic?
Last night. Oh, right. Yeah, jeez. Sorry. No, I was on patrol because I needed to be, and I heard that there was going to be a big Borb up there, and I wasn't supposed to Borb. So I was Borbing, and then
Borb,
Okay.
we're gonna.
But
I
you
pull out
Borb.
my one of my notebooks and a pen from my backpack, and I hand it to Borb, and I ask him to. Can you draw us what you saw? Well, maybe
Yeah,
this belongs.
Borb starts drawing like a squiggly line, like waves on a river, and draws like a little park, little gazebo. So it's starting to look like you might know where this is.
Gazebo.
And then when he tries to start drawing more, he kind of stops and drops his pen or his pencil and kind of
Okay.
stares off.
I read Borb's mind.
2d6 plus weird.
Plumb
Let's
that
see
Borb.
if I can find anything. She's not rolling well today. Not rolling well today. 7.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
That's probably fine.
There's Borb is pretty much telling you everything he knows. The problem is someone kind of very quickly ripped the memory of last night out of his brain, kind of like someone yanking a tooth out of a mouth.
Got it. So the memory isn't here at all. It's not just that he can't say it.
No, and it was done in a hurry because they're like the edges are still there. Like
Yeah.
you could, if you had time, you could like surgically remove a memory from someone
Don't
and kind
tell
of
her that.
stitch it together. Yeah.
I can, and they won't even know it's gone.
But with this was like an ER surgery with no anesthesia. Someone just reached in, grabbed a handful of short-term memory and ripped it out of his brain.
And a bunch of Borbs just kind of fell
Yeah,
in.
Borb kind of filled it in.
Okay, so whoever did this did it way more poorly than I would.
Yes.
Borbly.
Seems that I'm more skilled than whoever did this.
All right, Mathers.
That is now what you believe. Yes.
Well then, no problem. They didn't leave any like fingerprints behind, any indicators of what kind of magic or mental skills were used?
With a 7, no.
That makes sense.
No.
But we do kind of have a general vibe of where this is, right?
Well, we know
A
it's the
gazebo.
Mystic and a gazebo, if that sounds familiar. It seems like somebody just ripped the memory right out of Borb, and they didn't do it neatly like I do.
Did you hear that, Borb? You got stolen, mugged.
Yeah.
Oh.
Be nice to your brain for a little while.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, make sure you
I
get a
will.
good night's sleep tonight.
Oh, I promise.
Maybe watch a movie you've already seen before.
I'm going to.
Yeah, and what conversation of one more for Borb. You really want protein. That's important.
Oh,
Young
boy.
growing lads.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Borb is overwhelmed by this kindness. And we'll process the trauma of having his memory stolen probably later.
Okay. Thanks again. Borb you later.
Thanks, Borb.
Borb.
Bye.
Borb.
And yeah, Borb's off back to the field. So yeah, okay. You know where to go. So best you could tell, kind of putting it all together. something happened on the Mystic last night. Blittle Leaguers got hurt, but they weren't on the Sunflowers. Borb may have observed something, but his memory got very quickly wrecked by it.
Get bored.
And so with a mystery ahead of you, we are going to call it right there.
Oh, mystery cliffhanger. You're right. It was a two-parter.
Cliff Borber.
Mm-hmm.
Cliff Borber.
Except, of course, for the epilogue.
Oh.
Yep.
Epiborb.
Borbalog.
That's
The
much
dollar.
better. Oh, no.
Known also as Zoe Zlobin,
Oh, God.
is wearing a very crusty robe and drinking a very expensive cup of oolong while scrolling through the data that Darby acquired for her from Cruciform Hall. Though scrolling isn't quite right. She's letting multiple competing learning algorithms have at the data all at the same time. She's coaxing some in one direction, coaxing others in another direction. Time, minutes, hours, maybe. Then one algorithm has an answer. And Zoe's eyes narrow on the screen. Well, good luck, Darby.
We go back in time to the moment where Darby was revealing her story about Morgan Woodstock, and she begins now.
Morgan Woodstock won her powers when she used only her advanced toddler oratorical skills.
Take that back.
When she used only Sour Patch Kids. When she used only the advanced power of... When she used only her tongue to absolutely slobber all over the most powerful
Take back that action.
to flick it like one of those to bite her own, to bite it. She bit her own tongue, and then she bled all over the floor, and then all of the other students in the elementary school and the grammar school slipped all over that blood.
Take back that.
And all the other grammar school students, they saw that blood and they thought that it was cherry syrup, and they thought that it was a monster that had exploded, and they rallied around and they picked her up and they carried her through the halls and they named her the president of Somerville Grammar School.